What is the biggest nightmare of a biker? Unfortunately, I experienced such kind of a crash very recently. It could have been the end of it all. One moment of carelessness, one bad decision, and my world turned upside down. But it wasn't the end, it was just the beginning. November 2022, the day I took the delivery of my bike. This was supposed to be a happy journey. It was supposed to be a ride full of freedom, joy, thrills, feeling the wind in my face, the roar of the engine, the thrills of the open road. It was everything that I dreamt of. Every day when I started the engine, it was an escape, my escape. Everything was going as per the plan. But then, that night, it all changed. It was just another night, heading home from a long tiring day from work. Just another late night shift, nothing special. The streets were quiet, almost too quiet, and that's when it happened.
Welcome back, people. Oh, it's been a long while since I've done this. You must be thinking where Ray is, right? For those who are new to this channel, Ray is the name of my bike, the Royal Enfield Continental GT650. So yes, I own a GT650, which I'm not having right now, because I recently met with a bike crash, a deadly bike crash actually. Thank goodness that I survived the crash with some minor injuries. But yeah, if things had gone sideways, nothing major would happen. But yeah, I would have had a few broken bones, flattered intestine. So yeah, that was the level of seriousness I'm talking about when I said it was a kind of a deadly crash. But I was lucky enough to survive it. What happened was, I was going home from work. I was enjoying my way back home, listening to music. Around 12 midnight, I reached at this signal, and the signal was green. And since the roads were totally empty, I thought, if my signal is green, so why should I stop? So instead of reducing the speed, just so that I shouldn't miss this green signal, what I did was increased my speed. And it's a junction where, you know, speeding up is really a bad idea, and I had to learn it the hard way. So yeah, what happened was, I was speeding, and all of a sudden an Ola guy, I don't remember actually, it was Ola or Uber, let's say a cab guy, he ran his red signal and came right in front of me in a couple of seconds. And since even I was at a high speed, I couldn't, you know, my reflex actions couldn't come into play at that moment, which resulted in me crashing on the car. I do not remember exact car, but I think it was Swift Desire. So I banged on near the front wheel and the front door. When I banged on the car, I flipped over the car and fell on the other end. And the reason why I'm saying I was lucky enough to survive it with minor injuries is because the streets were completely empty. Since it was 12:30 at night, there weren't any major vehicles passing by. If things went sideways that day, and if there were you know, cars or big trucks moving by, they would have surely crushed me for that matter. So after the crash, I was laying there on the road. The cab driver flew away, and I tried to get up. There was complete darkness in front of my eyes. Then people gathered around. I was really very scared at the moment, because something terrible had happened with me, and that was for the first time in my life. So I just looked at my bike. It was falling there, and those 4-5 uncles which had gathered to help, they came along with me and they helped me to bring the bike aside. Now what happened was, The crash was so impactful that my front suspensions were a little bit bent towards the engine. The disc plate folded outside on both the end, and it wrapped around the shock absorber on the left hand side.
The only thing that gave me so much joy was now a twisted mess. The disc brake wrapped around the suspension like a taco. I was worried how I'd take the bike home at this time of the day. Leaving my bike in this area was a terrible idea. The locals would have stripped my bike and sold the parts by the time I go back in the morning to collect the bike. And my bike being showcased in bits and pieces at the Chor Bazaar is the last thing I wanted after such a mess. I did not want to get involved with the cops at this time when 1,000 negative thoughts were running through my head.
It was not possible, it was impossible to move the bike because the front wheel was completely locked. Two young guys came in between to help. Okay, so what they did was both the guys, they held my front tire, they lifted up the bike from the front, and the rest of the uncles were managing the weight of the bike, and somehow on the rear wheel they dragged the bike at the side of the road. So after that, an uncle had a clever idea. He kept on bending the disc plate, and what happened that reduced the tensility of the metal. The disc plate broke into half, and that is how they managed to remove the disc plate from the tire, and the tire was free and it was spinning properly then. While all of this thing was happening, I was sitting there at the side of the road, regaining my energy. Once they helped me getting rid of the disc plate, I hopped on the bike and I tried to start it, and it started on the first self itself. Wow, क्या बात है. Sorry. Then I had a look at my handlebar. My handlebar was, the right hand side was ahead and my left hand side was behind. So I was riding my bike like this.
With a wrecked bike, I flew through the streets just hoping to make it home without drawing too much attention. Somehow I did, and I finally made it home. But it wasn't the bike's strength that got me through the night. It was my luck, the kindness of strangers, and a bit of sheer willpower. And that crash, it changed everything. It made me realize how fragile life is. Lesson learned the hard way. We can't really control everything, but we can count on people around us. And sometimes it's the unexpected moments that remind us to stay humble. The only advice I would like to give at this moment is always ride safe, respect the road, and never take people for granted. As someday someone special had said to me, it's not always your fault. Sometimes you can get hurt by the mistakes made by the others. And that's exactly what happened with me. Shout out to my friend Savai for lending me this bike for my daily commutes, for time being. So yeah, that's about it. This is the reason why I was missing for a long time on YouTube. Let's see how I survive the day with my bike gone for a makeover. More to it in the next video. Until then, ciao.